if a girl that did not grow up with the dad gets married to another man, you will know the difference is always there. Do you understand that? You will see that that girl hardly love. I think it's very wrong for any woman to deny a child access to the father.
My name is Henry, and today we are having our first episode of this podcast. The topic today on this podcast: growing up without a father figure. And we believe we are going to be also introducing our guest today, which is Mr. Joseph.
My name is Joseph Oga from Cross River State, a travel consultant, been in the business for over 20-something years.
To a layman understanding, without having a father figure in one's life.
To answer that question, I don't think that is an experience that anybody will want to actually go through, because the most important thing about any child is to have a father figure. When you don't have a father in your life, especially at a teen age, you go through a lot. Do you understand? Which I actually went through. I'm talking out of experience. You go through a lot, and it sounds a lot of negativity on that child. Even when you grow to become a man, do you understand that? There are still some things that you miss. Because having a father in one's life matters a lot, But I lost my dad when I was very, very young. And I know what that did to me actually. I went through a lot without a father. So, to answer your question, I would say growing up or not being, a father not being present in the life of a child is not something anybody should pray for. Because the father being in any child's life is very, very important in life. It's just like you saying, as a human being, you don't believe there is God. Because your God is your father. So it's very important for someone having a father figure in his life. It might not be your biological father, it might be any, but you need a man, especially when you're growing up.
Okay. Thank you so much for that point. I really held on to something you said, that your father is like a god. I love that point. Thank you so much. So my question for you is that do you think it is fair to blame someone's lifestyle or behavior on not having a father in his life?
When you say blaming someone's lifestyle,
yes. Okay, for example.
Should be specific.
Okay, for example, now imagine a guy that you met you have a friend that misbehaves in school, or is not upright, is not doing so well in school. Would you blame that attitude on the fact that he does not have a father?
Like I said earlier, having a father in one's life is very, very important.
Okay.
It's just like growing. When you see, there's two differences. How will I put it? If you see a child that grew up without a father and a child that grew up with a father, there are two things. You will see the attitude is different. So I won't want to blame the child, because at the same time, there's there's what we call time and space. There's a time in that child's life, right? That when it gets to a particular stage, this has nothing to do with father anymore. It has to do with his personality.
And
do you understand that?
Yeah.
To exhibit bad character or to exhibit good character. So apart from apart from a father being in one's life, do you understand that? Maybe definitely the person might have how is it called? Other family relatives.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Sure.
What matters is that child being in a good environment. A father being or not being in a child's life will not determine whether a child will be upright or not. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So that depends on the child. Because the father will only guide you to a particular stage of life.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Which is very important. But the father will not be there forever. So
I think what you said is absolutely true, because I can also relate to that we pass through the same kind of upbringing, childhood upbringing, and a situation whereby you see that majority of the time you spend, or I personally spent outside or with people, add a lot of influence to me. So it depends on who you work with. That can also influence
the company, the people you mingle with.
You get.
Nobody want to take that risk. No matter how close that person is to your dad when he was alive. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now it takes the grace of God if you have a strong mother. I don't want to jump. I believe you guys have questions about mom too, so I don't want to jump to that extent yet. Now, your mom, based on culture, depending from where you are from Nigeria, like my own culture, and I'm talking about my culture. My culture will tell you that, okay, as a child, you're not supposed to stay with your mom, especially a man child.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand that? It's either they will take you, and it depends on your mom, except your mom is a strong woman, she can take you from there, but she's not, they will take you from her.
Wow, interesting. Wow. In fact, I think the African culture is a very complicated one in that essence, from the way we see things. It really cut across to affect families and personal lives as the case may be. So we'll move on to our third question, right? We said, who do you think suffers more from growing up without a father, the boys or the girls?
The girls.
Why?
The girls grow up, especially. Let me tell you why. Based on experience now, when girls are growing up, like a girl child is always closer to the father.
Yeah.
Yes.
That more. Do you understand? And the reason I say girl is this, my own opinion.
Yeah.
I just feel girls are more attached to their dad. And when they even grow up, after growing up, and they are facing another man, right? Let me just give an example now for the little I know. How will I break it down? Okay. If a girl that did not grow up with the dad gets married to another man, you will know the difference is always there. Do you understand that?
Okay.
You will see that girl hardly loves a girl that didn't grow up with a father. Maybe grow up with the mom. And it depends anyway. It depends the circumstances. If the father was late or the father is still alive, maybe they're no longer together with their mom, determines the situation of the girl child. But when it comes to love, the girl always, because we men, what we need our father figure is to control our growth as we are growing up. You have somebody that will tell you that this thing you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Something that somebody else will not dare tell you.
Yes.
And even though they want to tell you, they will tell you either in a way you feel bullied, right? Or in a way you feel like nonchalant.
Yeah.
But your father will always correct you.
And
this is the right thing to do. This is the way you have to go. And when you're not doing the right thing, you will always go. But nobody else will do that. Everybody just coming depends on whoever is coming in. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
But a woman child, the truth is that women are always, they are different species. Their way of discipline is different from men.
Yes.
When a woman gets married to a man that did not grow up with a father, they hardly love men.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, that is the truth.
Wow.
Do your research. Women that didn't grow up with a father, they hardly love men, right?
Okay.
They feel the love they're supposed to get from their biological dad that was not there. Like I said earlier, depending on whether the dad is still alive or is late or is separated, you understand that you cannot give that love to them.
True.
So there's this tendency of you having issues with, it will take a lot of time.
Wow.
Do you understand that? So I don't know if that answers your question, but
all right.
that's how I feel. Like I said, my own opinion.
No problem, sir. It's fine. We appreciate that answer. So another question we have for you today says, should single mothers be held responsible for not letting their children have access to their fathers, even when the father tried to be involved?
Of course, they should.
They should be held responsible.
Yes, they should, because no child deserves not to be close to the father. No matter the circumstances that separated the both of you. Yeah, no matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter whatever. Do you understand that? A child is a child. Like they say, blood is thicker than water.
Yes.
Do you understand that? You don't have it's just like a father denying the mom access
to the child.
Do you understand? But you know, in the word of today, woman owns it. So to answer your question, I think it's very, very wrong for a lady, for a woman. You understand that? What's that question again?
To deny
access.
the children from seeing their fathers.
I think it's very, very wrong.
Okay.
I think it's very wrong for any woman to deny a child access to the father, because long run the woman will regret it, because that child will grow whether you like it or not. Do you understand that? And that child will look for the father. And by then, the mom will not be able to explain the reason. And no matter any reason is given the child, then will not be relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand
Very
that?
true.
Yes. So to answer your question, I think it's wrong. Yeah, it's very wrong.
Okay.
What do you now? For instance, like a situation we know of, different a lot of scenarios that used to happen. So this is also to teach some of the young women in marriage, or maybe that had broken marriage or the rest. So they now use that anger, that grievances that they have between the husband, to teach or to tell the child not to take the father as a very responsible person, or they begin to say a lot of things that is not going to make them to even have the interest for them to even look out for, or even ask for their father. And I feel the society should be more concerned, or we should have like maybe an organization where the man will always also go and air out his own complaint that can support, because I believe a lot of times men keep quiet. Like, they tend to, after all, when she grows up or when he grows up, he or she will always locate, where the dad is, and when the time comes. But before you know, there are some things that are actually going bad at the process of growing up, and which cannot be even corrected at the future. So, aren't you looking at it in a way that there should be need for, both family advocacy? Even if you go to the court sometime, I really don't think the court is even like have some platforms where people can come discuss some of their family challenges and why they departed, and how the organization can also guide them to correct whatever that is making that bridge, or that distance between the parents, the child, and the father. So I feel there should be need, or there should be an advocacy for such a situation. Because, for instance, I am talking about this because I feel like there's a lot of parents right now that are passing through